Good.
Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yeshua, their well, and salutations to you, Akim, out in the highways and the byways, preaching His word in truth and in sincerity. And what we're going to touch on today is basically a video that our elder here in GMS Chicago have posted in group meet, this group chat we have here. And basically the video was talking about how hey, there's gonna be food shortages here, or they're already here basically, and they're only gonna increase. Now they're trying to hide it by, instead of hiring up the price, they're lowering the value or the items of
the quantity.
Kind of like how in that video, basically in Costco, I believe they had a roll of
paper towels.
What was, I think it had 160, and the price was the same, and then they dropped it to 140, and the price is the same. Basically, them trying to hide, the hyperinflation,
Then that's not just gonna stop there. It's gonna, only increase in other, items,
And
so that's what we have here upon us now. It's not coming. It's here now.
And yeah, man. There's like a shortage in chickens as well. Produce is going up. Gas prices is also going up. And they're saying as we hit the summer, expect gas prices to reach about $4. And that's gonna cause everything else to go up in price. Because you gotta imagine these truck drivers gotta deliver the food and the goods to the grocery stores. All right, and hey, that's gonna cause prices to go up. But yeah, man, hyperinflation is coming. All right, hey, this dollar's about to crash, man. A lot of people are happy that the government's giving out, the stimulus checks, those government loan, those grants. What is it called, the PP grants or whatever? Yeah. But little do you know, man. Hey, Esau's doing this on purpose, man. Esau wants this economy to crash. He wants this dollar to crash, man. Hey, so he ultimately, at the end of the day, he can bring in that the RFID chip, man, the MOB. All right, and hey, man, hey, a lot of people are gonna take that MOB, man. All right, once they go 2, 3 days, 4 days without eating, man, they're gonna take that MOB, man. All right.
Yeah, because people don't have anything to rely on. People are faithless, so they're gonna go, what they see. Now, ultimately, this is prophesied. Whether it comes through Esau Edom's hand and he does it, through him, or something of nature, is still prophesied. This is Psalms 107 and 33. It says, "He turneth rivers into a wilderness, and the water springs into dry ground, a fruitful land into barrenness, for the wickedness of them that dwell therein." And ultimately, this is happening because what? Hey, this place is now getting judged. So now the Lord is taking away the food, creating a famine, and soon, hey, it's gonna get to the point where like it did in the beginning of this pandemic. Everybody was fighting over what? Toilet paper and cleaning supplies, So how much more when they see their essentials, not being there as much as how they used to be, They're gonna bug out, and that's gonna create a lot of chaos, man. Motherfuckers gonna start stealing, killing each other for their products. That one friends turning against each other. Because they know what their friend has in their house, and I remember he has a lot of, bread, a lot of water, a lot of milk, man. That's the place we gotta go. I can't They ran out already in our local food in a local grocery store. So we can't, we got to, desperate time calls for desperate measures. That's the attitude that all this is going to bring,
Mm-hmm.
So.
What?
I got it.
Oh.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. And, verse 3. And it reads, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. All right, and man, hey, the grinding is also ceasing, man. All right, the economy is coming down, man. All right, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And man, you look at the future of America, man. It's not looking pretty, man. Hey, prices are going up, man. Gas prices, man, is going up, man. All right. And people here in America, man, they heavily rely on transportation, man, to get from point A to point B, man, to get to their job, man, all right? That's going to take a big toll in your pocket, man, all right?
Soon, you'll just be able to afford to have gas, that's it.
Right, yeah.
You're not going to be able to afford anything else, People are not going to live off gas,
God, and hey, man, the cold winters here in Chicago, man. You need the gas to heat up your house, man. Shit, Hey, we're coming to the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And there's more homeless people out there, man. A lot of people lost their jobs during this whole pandemic, man. All right. You go to like the underpasses.
When we were out with the brothers, I believe it was Friday. I think it was Friday, and some Edomite, it just came up to us, He looked homeless. He said, the first thing he said, hey guys, but sorry to bother you, but this pandemic, messed me up, made me lose my job and all that, and now I'm just,
Yeah.
But hey, that's why these more and more homeless are popping up. Yeah, I mean, they were already here at a high rate. This just made it worse.
Yep.
Hey, in California, you have people literally just living in their cars, going to work, and all they have is their cars to go to, sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
They probably go to a fucking gym to take showers, or what if they have like public showers, whatever, But that's the situation America is in, man. And it was never like this before. Now the Lord is showing you that He's making these things that He spoke of old to come to pass upon this place, because what of the wickedness of Esau Edom, and Esau Edom thinks because he's in control of this and he's the one doing this, that is cool. No, this is good. This is a destruction that he's gonna bring, that he's gonna lose control of, man. He's gonna end up destroying his own self, thinking, trying to bring that new world order, trying to bring the RFID chip,
This is Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, and that's what it is with all these homeless Edomites. All right, all these curses are falling upon them. The kingdoms are all translated through violence, man. All right, they don't sit there and negotiate and say one to another, yes, it's my time to rule. No, they raise up their armies and go and conquer. You know what I'm saying? And the victor is the one that starts controlling. And Esau, he's at his end. The Lord, set his bounds that he cannot pass. And he knows that he has a short time. So now he's moving fast. He's expediting things quickly. To try to accomplish his enterprise, but he's not going to.
Reading on in the book of Ecclesiastes. You good. Chapter 12 and 4. And it reads, and the door shall be shut in the streets. All right. And that's what you see, man, especially during this whole pandemic. A lot of these small pops, mom and pops businesses, man, they're shut, man. Now they're all boarded up. They got the sign for lease, for sale, space for rent, or all right, because this whole pandemic slowed business, man, all right, and a lot of these people couldn't afford to pay the bills, man, and hey, they went out of business. But reading on, when the sound of the grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. All right, and yeah, man. So you're gonna get up at the sound of the grind. All right, the working. All right, and yeah, you're gonna get up in the morning. You're not gonna hear the people working, man. All right, you're not gonna hear the factory. All right, with this loud machines, man. All right, the concrete people, with the jackhammer. All right, or the landscapers, man, or the roofers, man. All right, and that's all gonna come to an end, man. These people are not gonna be able to afford to get a new roof on their house, man, or to put new concrete, or to get or to get their or their grass cut anymore, man. Hey, man, we're coming into difficult times, man. All right, and this economy is about to collapse, man. All right, and it's gonna be worse than 2008 and then the Great Depression, man. I believe it was in the 1930s, if I'm not mistaken. But reading on, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And yeah, man, today's music, man, has no talent, man. All right, today's music is trash, man. But yeah, that was it today.
Yeah.
Kind of, eventually, the love of many will wax cold. Like in the book of Matthew.
Hey, well, kind because the scriptures also tells you that that incontinency shall basically get worse. When you look up that word incontinency, is basically lack of self control. These people already have that spirit. That's why there's these people be bugging out when they're driving, getting acting like they gotta go somewhere in a hurry. They're very impatient. And this is in the green tree.
Yeah, I was just getting that.
Hey, that's the spirit. This is in the green tree. So how much more, when the tree is not green anymore, when it's withering, when things aren't easily accessible as they are right now,
Kind of, this is Luke 23:31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry?
There you go. What should be done in the dry? Hey, people are gonna. I mean, the little morals they have now, which is none at all, really. They're gonna lose in that day, man. Hey, that movie, Batman, with the Joker, he said it.
Yeah.
These people's morals and all that, it's a big joke. At the first time of trouble, man. Hey, they're all gonna bug out, man. And hey, through spirit, it's not gonna be a food shortage and then people are gonna start bugging out like a month or two later. No, it's gonna be within weeks. People start complaining when they can't eat for a couple hours. So how much more? Hey, these people don't fast. They don't know anything about fasting. So the first day without food, or them having trouble getting food, they're gonna start flipping out. They're gonna think they're dying, like oh shit, and then from there it's gonna go to what? Robbing people, and all that. Once they're done with that, what are they gonna do? They're gonna start eating the animals that are in the street, the dogs, the cats, the birds flying around.
Okay, can I back you up real quick since you say all this? This second Ezra 15 verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. So this is all, like a domino snowball effect, if you will. You see all these things are unraveling, and it's only going to increase. All right, evils will continue to multiply here at the end during Jacob's trouble. All right.
This is a book of 2 Kings, chapter 6 and 25, and it reads, "And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head," and when this is a donkey's head was sold for 80, pieces of silver. All right, and the fourth part of the calf's dove's dung, so basically shit, for 5 pieces of silver, man. So hey, man, this was back in the ancient world, man. All right, hey, there was a famine in the land of Samaria, man, and yeah, man, people were eating a donkey's head and a dove's dung, man. All right. how much more in these times that we're coming into, man. All right, especially like in the city, man. A lot of these people, they don't know how to farm. There's no land that they can grow crops out of, man. All right, you get these luxury apartments that are like stacked on top of one another, with a whole bunch of people living inside of it, man. Hey, once shit hits the fan, man. Hey, these people in the city, man, they're gonna be killing each other, man.
Right, because
These people are gonna be eating each other, man.
they all rely on the government.
Oh yeah.
Which is really what Esau intended to happen, But because these people weren't, wise, and they trusted their government, hey, now they're gonna, that trust in Pharaoh shall be their shame, like it says in Isaiah.
And I remember back when shit hit the fan with the economy in Venezuela. Venezuela was the richest South American country, man. They have a lot of gold and silver, all right, in their land, and a lot of gold, oil reserves, And the economy went to trash over there, man. Hyperinflation hit real bad over there. And I remember I was watching videos, man. Hey, you had the Venezuelans over there, man. The fat people were losing pounds, man. All right, they were losing a hell of weight. They were. I was watching this one video where, they were dumping garbage in the street, like old food, man. There was like flies on top of it. There were just crumbs and stuff. People were picking at it, just eating it, man. They didn't care, man. People were selling rotten milk. People were selling like the bad parts of the animals, like the old, the fats and stuff. All right, people were selling rotten meats. All right, and that was in Venezuela, man. And Venezuela has a lot of land, man. All right, these people in Venezuela know how to survive off the land. Way better than over here in America, man. But hey, once shit hits the fan here in America, man, it's gonna be way worse, man. All right,
Right, yeah, at least they were somewhat used to it.
Yeah.
Right here they're not. Like, there's no, like, for example, if you're in a city like Chicago, you're gonna have to travel it in order for you to find some trees with fruit or something. They're not just available to you right here.
Especially like in downtown Chicago. In Chicago, there's a high demand for food, for water, for goods, man. Once those trucks stop coming in, man. Hey, in big cities like this, man, it's gonna be bad, man. All right, a lot of those rich ass Edomites that live in these high story apartment buildings, hey, they won't be catching hell, man. All right, but hey, it's gonna get bad out here, man.
Yeah, hey, and not even that. Suicide is gonna rate. This is gonna be part of the reason why people are gonna start committing suicide even more. Because they're gonna see people dying of starvation. They're gonna see people how hard it is to get food. Especially Esau Edom. Hey, we already seen it. Some of these bankers be going broke, and they probably have more money than you and me, and to their eyes is not enough. So they jump up the building.
Yep.
So how much more when it's like that with their food? This is Lamentations 4:9. It says they that huh?
I had that one too.
Oh, the spirit. This is, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through the want of the fruits of the field. So they're gonna realize that. They're gonna be like, hell no, I'm not gonna try to go through that. I seen it in the news of this person that I witnessed my neighbor go through that, because of the lack of food. You know what? I'm just gonna put myself out of my misery now before that happens. So that's gonna happen, and that's even if the Lord lets you, because the scriptures also say, "Man shall seek death and shall not find it." Man, so you might try to blow your brains out. Now you're just fucking, you're still conscious with fucking, but you can't move your body. All those scenarios, even worse, are gonna happen. And part of that is literally just by this famine that's about to hit this place, or that's already starting.
That's not.
No? I got some. This is Revelations 18 and 8. This is, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai power, who judgeth her. And all of these is gonna be back to back, faster than what we're seeing now, man. the deaths, the famines, the pestilence. Esau wants to create this fake scenario. Hey, well, the Lord's gonna release some real shit. Oh man, all this, why? Because it's been so long, for this place to be judged. It's never been judged. That's why it's called. They call it the virgin daughter of Babylon. So now, all at once is gonna get touched all at once, man. Like I said, Esau likes to do this whole order out of chaos thing, create chaos and bring the order out of it. This is gonna be the chaos that he's gonna try to do the same thing, but won't be able to get order out of it. It's gonna get out of control, man. Yes, son. No. Hey, so with that, hey, hopefully your brethren were edified. Hey, just stay in the spirit, man. Hey, this is a good sign, for us that believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because that means what? That the Lord is gonna have to step in. The Lord's not gonna leave us wanting for bread. We're not gonna need bread. King David, our king said what? I have been young, and now I'm old. Yet have I seen the righteous begging bread. Roughly paraphrasing it. So hey, we'll be straight. Hey, rejoice in this. Let these people bug out. Let these people, start worrying about all this. All we gotta do is keep our faith, and the Lord has our back. And if you a newcomer, you barely stumble across this video, and you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, or a speckled bird, you might look like the other nations, but your spirit resonates with this word. Then they repent and come back. So you may be saved. If not, you're gonna be stuck out here with the rest of them, needing food, lacking food, So hey, and whoever don't believe, well, hey, you don't have to believe us, man. Hey, once this thing happens, then surely you'll know that there's been a prophet among you. So with that, we're gonna end it by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Ruchakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Yeshua that rule well, and salutations to you, Akim, out in the highways and the byways, preaching His word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba.